Can you tell a coal tit from a great tit? A collared dove from a wood pigeon? They look similar, they sound similar, but once you know what to look and listen for, you'll never mix them up again. In our last video we covered 12 birds. I'll link it at the end just in case you missed it. This time we're looking at 8 more you will absolutely see if you spend a bit of time watching your garden, your fence line, or your local park. And just like before, I'll break each one down by size, colour, behaviour and song, so you'll know them straight away. So let's take a look out the window and get started again. Let's start with a bird nearly everyone has seen, but maybe not really noticed, the blackbird. The male is unmistakable. Glossy black all over with a bright orange-yellow beak and a yellow ring around the eye. Females are actually dark brown, much more subtle. They're everywhere, hopping across lawns, tipping their head to listen for worms, and the song, it's one of the most beautiful in Britain, a rich fluting, mellow warble, usually from a rooftop or a treetop at dawn and dusk. So if you see a dark bird strutting confidently across your lawn, pulling up worms, that's probably a blackbird. Next up, the house sparrow, small, brown and chirpy, and often overlooked because they're so familiar. Males have a grey cap, chestnut brown wings, and a neat black bib under the chin. Females and youngsters are plainer, sandy brown all over. They rarely sit still or alone. You often see them in noisy little groups, chattering around hedges, house eaves and feeders. Listen out for their song too. It's not really a song, but more of a constant cheerful chirp chirp chirrup. Once you learn it, you'll hear it everywhere. This one can surprise a lot of beginners, the common starling. From a distance they just look black, but get up close and they're stunning, glossy purple and green with tiny white spots like stars. Their giveaway is their behaviour. Starlings are noisy, bustling birds. They move in busy groups and their song is incredible, a mix of whistles, clicks and mimicry. They can copy other birds, even car alarms. If you see a chunky short-tailed bird with a pointed yellow beak shimmering in the sun and chattering away, that's likely to be a starling. If you watch part 1, you'll know the blue tit and the great tit. This is their smaller cousin, the coal tit. They're tiny with a glossy black cap, white cheeks and a neat white stripe up the back of the head. That white nape is the key, neither blue nor great tit has it. They're really energetic and rarely sit still. Just like blue tits, you often see them darting in, grabbing a seed and darting away to hide it. They love to cache food for later. The song is a thin, high-pitched C, a bit like a great tit, but much higher and sweeter. If you see a small bird hanging upside down with a white flash on its neck, chances are it's a coal tit. If you're enjoying getting to know these birds, let me know in the comments which ones you've seen so far in your garden. I'd love to hear what's visiting. And if you haven't already, a like and subscribe really helps make more beginner-friendly guides like this. One of the most colourful little visitors you can get to the garden is the siskin. They're small, streaky yellow-green birds with a neat black cap on the male, a bright yellow flash in its wings and a tail. Think of them like a smaller, streakier cousin of the greenfinch we saw in part 1. In spring, siskins often visit gardens in small chatty groups, especially if you have Niger seeds or sunflower hearts. That's their favourite. And they're acrobatic feeders. You often see them hanging sideways, just like siskins do. Listen out for their song too, a long buzzy twittering that ends in a wheeze. If you see a tiny streaky yellow bird feeding acrobatically with goldfinches, it's probably a siskin. Now for a much bigger, softer bird, the collared dove. They're pale, sandy pink with a neat black half collar around the back of the neck. That's what gives them their name. They tend to sit quite still on fences, rooftops and feeders, often in pairs, very calm, very gentle. And once you hear their song, you'll never forget it, a soft 3-note coo, repeated over and over. If you hear that gentle sound on an afternoon, it's going to be your collared dove. And easily confused with the collared dove? The common wood pigeon. This is one of our biggest garden pigeons. It's chunky, grey-pink with a large white patch on the neck and white flashes in the wings when it flies. Wood pigeons are often seen lumbering around lawns or balancing clumsily on feeders, and their song is very different, a very deep cooing. So the quick tip is, collared dove, smaller, pale black half collar, 3 notes. Wood pigeon, large, white neck patch, 5 notes, much heavier. If you hear that deep hooting in the morning, that's a wood pigeon. And if you get really lucky, one of the most exciting garden visitors you can get is Eurasian Jay. They're actually part of the crow family, but far more colourful. Soft pink brown body, bright blue and black striped wing patch, and a black moustache stripe. Jays are often quite shy and noisy. You usually hear them way before you see them. A harsh screaming screech that actually really stands out. They visit gardens to hide acorns for later. They're woodland birds that love to cache food. They can walk well, hop with that little bouncing flight, flashing pink and blue as they go. If you see a pinkish bird with a flash of electric blue on the wing disappearing into the cover, that's a jay, and it's a real treat. And those are 8 more than most common British garden birds you can expect to see in your garden. The best advice I can give is this: take your time, watch behaviour, listen to songs and enjoy the small details, compare size, look for that one little feature, the white nape on the coal tip, the white neck patch on the wood pigeon, the blue flash on the jay. If you're new to bird watching, let me know in the comments which birds you spotted so far from part 1 and this video. Which one was new for you today? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more beginner friendly bird watching content. I've linked part 1 just here if you want to keep practicing. Happy birding, and I'll see you in the next one.